Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Yellow Jackets will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. There's no possible explanation for bringing that one out of the end zone, and they've got horrible field position at the 5. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. A run for the quarterback. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Pavia. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. A nice job between those two.
The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. Back to pass, it's Pavia. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. Picked off. Got some room to run. The 40. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
That's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
First down for this offense. Wide out in motion. Looking to move it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, and go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Pavia. This time it's complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Looking for a huge play. And that pass is caught at the 25. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Doors!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver, you can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward. Georgia
Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They give it to him again. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run game coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point. But finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's King. Get it out on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
Power football with the run. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Looking to throw for it. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing in the defense because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game day.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. The defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Toss sweep to the right. Just enough there to get it to the 25 and pick up them 2.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4th.
And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Looking to throw, it's King. Throws for the tight end. Ball in the air, intercepted. Looking for more room. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position. They don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
The offense starts with a short field. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. That's caught. It's Bell. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Quarterback will keep it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Vandy. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
All tied up, just about set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drop.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10 here. To the air, it's King. Looking to scramble. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in, it's Haynes. And he goes down after making the grab, picks up a few, but still short of the 1st down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got it. Fires the pass. Intercepted. They got him down pretty quickly, but they're set up now at the 21-yard line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. He'll take it himself. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw in that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
The Yellow Jackets are threatening in the red zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Haynes. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. You've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or you trust him right away.
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lateral.
Looking downfield, it's Pavia. Pressure coming. He'll get rid of it. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll just keep slinging it. Finds the tight end.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Pavia. Gets it out fast. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
And the Commodores are moving quickly down the field. On the option. Now the toss. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Taking it the other way. Running inside the 20. seconds. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bell. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37th. Fresh set of downs after the completion. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Looking to pass. It's Pavia. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Alexander. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job on the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job on that.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Right back to it. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Offense getting set for 1st down. Dropping back, it's King. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that ball is picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
He's just Johnny on the spot. That now his 2nd interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those 2 things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Ready to fire from the pistol. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye. I don't think when the quarterback called out the Mike backer that he knew that the Mike backer was going to come calling on him quite so quickly.
Nah, it was good timing, right? Like, you don't want to show it too soon to the offensive lineman, call it out and pick you up. You could tell, did a good job buying a little bit of time, and then on the snap, boom, shot out of a cannon, right to the quarterback, gets the sack.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Trying to seal the edge on the right. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. So that'll do it here in the 1st half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the 2nd half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge...
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the 1st half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to come away with a pick.
And now this offense will take the field again. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll run the option. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking for space. It's Alexander. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
And the field goal unit is on the field. It's a fake. The fake, and he wants to throw. He'll throw it. And he gets it to his man. The fake field goal catches the defense with its pants down, and it's going to be a touchdown. Just textbook execution on the fake field goal, and trickeration equals touchdown.
And we saw them practicing this throughout the week, but when are you going to call it? Are you going to call it? Because you got to have the onions to call it in a big moment. They call it, they convert. What a call by the offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch, called for and made. The rambling wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking for a man. It's King. He's got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
My old coach said, don't never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Lane. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground.
And the Vanderbilt offense will take over 1st and 10.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved.
Oh, look out! He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Running behind that left side. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team's being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Off the RPO, complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Pavia. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, make it just enough to keep the drive alive.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to the ground. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He finds his man. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
Really nice job there as the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
The Yellow Jackets have it with a first and goal. Looking for a man, it's King. They're trying to get to it. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything going. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Bell. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Georgia Tech 35, Vanderbilt 21.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. On the move. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
The Commodores will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. He's going to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. To the air, it's King. Got his man on the right. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
He'll bring it out. It's Bell. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Yeah, last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
2nd down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage with this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Going for the big play. Snags it down the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Using his legs, it's Alexander. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
See, they need more runs like that. It's just been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off the blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
And the Commodores look to keep this drive humming. Trying to find his man on first down. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Looking down the middle. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Commodores.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
A 3-yard pickup gets it out to the 28. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the fourth quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Steamrolls his way ahead. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
Quickly out to the tight end. At the 35, he's open. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. On the move, it's Haynes. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Timeout, Vanderbilt.
Here comes the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Good, right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen.
He'll take a deep shot here. And he's got it at the 25. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. You still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. First down here for the offense. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for them.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens.
Sports, college football.